And welcome to the present. If you are stumbling to my channel for the first time, do me that kind favor by sticking a like on the video. Very important. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and make sure you turn on your notification bell. So let's talk about the British media bullying. Now, I'm not a Manchester United fan, an Arsenal fan, but I can still be objective. I can still be logical. I can still be uh, look at Manchester United and have my opinion on what's going on there. Now, I will not exempt Ten Hag. He has some blame in terms of, in my opinion, he has signed some average players. Secondly, I think tactically is not as good as a lot of people were thinking it was going to be good. And the English Premiership is a different beast. If you think you can just call from Ajax and come to England and just become a super coach, you have something else coming for you. Now, let's talk about the chaos at Manchester United. For me, it's very easy that the media, the mainstream, even the private media, which is content creating by fans, which is supposed to be more logical, which is supposed to be more fair across board. I'm not saying pander to your club regardless of what they're doing. No, I'm saying be fair across board. They don't seem to be fair. They do not seem to be fair. Now, like I said in the beginning of this stream of this video, Ten Hag is not totally blameless. But let's just like what happened to Arsenal in the last few seasons before we started getting our ass together, buying new players, replenishing the squad. We have to tell the truth that the Man U squad is full of bang average players. Whether you want to accept it or not, that is the truth. Do not fall for the media hype. See, the British media will hype anything. And a lot of you have programmed to think that whatever the media hypes must be gold. Not often so. The media can have an agenda. So they can run an agenda. Doesn't mean it's objective. Doesn't mean it's the truth. The media, not in the last few years, do not necessarily tell you the truth. They tell you what you want to hear. Or sometimes they sell you product. They sell you these lies. It is what it is. You just have to decipher and look at things objectively, look at it logically, and make an informed decision. I'm seeing people calling Sancho, Sanchellini, saying he's a top player. Sancho is not even a top player, let alone a world-class player. Now, playing in Germany, we've seen Timo Werner came from Germany, played for Chelsea. We saw how poor he was. How many German players have we seen in the last few years who did not hit it in English Premiership? But Sancho, because he's English, he must be Ten Hag's fault. See, let's be fair. Sancho is not that player. Yeah, so Sancho is not world class and he's not even top class. Sancho is a decent player. He had the purple patch at Dortmund. Man U, we know in the last few years, they are notorious for buying brand players, not necessarily quality. For me, Sancho is not top class. He had a purple patch in an inferior league, comes to England back, and we can see he is not that player. Now, this piling of pressure on Ten Hag, making him the scapegoat, the media, the fans turning on Ten Hag, it's crazy to me. No, take away the banter. I'm not here to just come and be misleading people that are subscribed to my channel. I'm just calling down the middle. I'm not saying Ten Hag is totally faultless, but the players are not as good as you think. Look at Rashford. He plays one good season. He followed it by another bad season. He plays another good season. He follows by another bad season. He plays one good season after signing contract. Then he turns to another bad season. Like, this guy is grossly inconsistent. But yeah, the media will make you believe Rashford is world class. Now, Man U fans are beginning to see the truth that this guy is selfish, is a self-glory hunter, and he doesn't score goals. He doesn't contribute to the team. I'm not saying he will not win a few games. He will not lead to the team winning the Carabao Cup, which he did. But when he's not scoring, he's absolutely useless. And the fans are beginning to see it. Now, they bought in Casemiro for almost 60 plus million pounds. And a lot of us called it. That was why we spent so much money on a player whose career is winding down. We know, even though he signed a 5-year contract, there is no way in hell that Casemiro is giving Manchester United top class performance of past 5 years. He can't do it. Coming from a less physical league like the Spanish league, coming from a less pacey league like Spanish league, in your 30s, not in your 20s, in your 30s, to a more pacey and physically demanding league, you cannot sustain that level because his career was winding at Real Madrid. He came for a pay time, came for some pension. So that deal for me was a bad deal. But Manchester United fans were saying, no, it's better than Partey. He's close to Rodri. We can see the evidence. He is not even close to Partey. Even though Partey is crooked, he's always getting injured. Don't even bring close to the Rodri conversation. He can't. He's a great ball winner. But what can he do outside of ball winning? Is he a great passer? Can he control games? Now, he'll score you a few goals. But is he the quality man you wanted? Even though he's not as loud as the Ten Hag out noises, or Ten Hag is not the coach you expected. He's not as loud as Rashford is being selfish. The Casemiro noises are there too. Man U fans are seeing, even opposition fans have some of them that are logical. We've seen it before. We've seen it that Casemiro is not as great as you think. Now, he looked very great playing with high quality players like Modric, right, and Cruz at their prime. Casemiro is winding down. He's not playing with who? Bruno Fernandes, Mason Mount, McTominay. That is a joke of a midfield. That is a joke of a midfield. Now, like I said, I understand Ten Hag should be doing better, but it is not the sole problem. The British hype, the media, are piling more agenda on Ten Hag. They don't call out the fact that Harry Maguire, Rashford, Sanchellini, aka Sancho, are not top quality players. We saw the noises regarding him dropping Maguire. Even though we know as fans, Maguire doesn't meet the standard. He doesn't meet the standard. He might be English, but he doesn't meet the standard. But yet, we know the English manager will actually always invite him for the national team for whatever case. So when you look at the league, we watch the league week in, week out. Maguire does not actually cut the standard. He doesn't. How many top teams are vying to get Maguire? It was available to be sold this last summer to West Ham. He refused to go. But how many top teams were pursuing the signature of Maguire? How many top teams are pursuing the signature of Sancho, who is about to leave in January due to his insubordination? How many top teams will actually want Rashford? But the English press will hype them up like they're the best after sliced bread. Absolutely farcical and laughable when you put these things in order. So, as a fan, and people who understand football, because I love the beautiful game, I don't only watch Arsenal, I watch other football matches, regardless if they're my opposition or not. Looking at the Man U situation, you can tell that Ten Hag is not being held by the media. And the Man U fans are not doing a good job looking at this thing objectively and analyzing it. I can imagine Ten Hag dropping Rashford, because some of the people are calling for Ten Hag to drop Rashford. Imagine he drops Rashford. The media will pile on him. We saw what happened between him and Sancho. We saw how the media took Sancho's side, and the majority of the Manchester United fans are taking Sancho's side, even though if you look at it objectively, Sancho is not pulling up trees. He hasn't done anything tangible in Man U, but they are taking side with him. Now, we know the Maguire situation. They are taking side with Maguire. They are asking him, why can't he integrate Maguire into the team? Even though we know Maguire has cost Man U a few goals, his performances are not up to scratch. They still want him back. Now, if you now decide to have the audacity to actually drop Rashford, do you know how the media, Talk Sports, Sky Sports, and the rest will annihilate Ten Hag? They will. So Ten Hag is caught between the deep blue sea and the fans or the mass media, especially the fact that the fans cannot actually see these things objectively. That Ten Hag is not their sole problem. If you sack Ten Hag tomorrow, bring another manager, it will still continue. Unfortunately, it will still continue. The Man U squad, yes, in terms of wages, they are some of the highest paid, but in terms of performances, they are the lowest performing rate. They are not as good as a lot of you are hyping them to be. So let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think Ten Hag will survive? Don't forget to like the video. Do you think the media will continue to push this narrative and Man U fan eventually will succumb and the Glazers will succumb and they'll sack Ten Hag? Let me know. For me, if they sack Ten Hag, I understand, but I don't think is the reason or the sole reason for the wretched form Man U are experiencing at the moment. Like, share, subscribe. That's my 2 cents on Man U. I'm an Arsenal fan, but like I said, I watch football and I like football. I love football, and I can have my thought on Man U. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now.